All right, so in the setup of a corporation, we need to create the operating agreement, which is either agreement by yourself. You want to have that just for legal purposes, or you have a multi-member LLC. So for us, we're going to go into templates, and we're going to go to Old Creek because these are all of our master files, documents, corporate, documents, template, then corporate, operating agreements. And here are your two. This is a single member, that is if it's just myself, or if it's a multi-member, we'll want this one. And I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm going to go back to the new corporation which we created. I just want to make sure we have all the spelling correctly. It's in design, documents, corporate. And here's our FEIN, and we need to relabel these. So this is just going to be FEIN, and then one of these is the operating agreement. There is the certificate of organization, which is fine. For us on our team, we're always going to want to label files. Please don't just data dump stuff in here. You're not going to be able to search for it, and it's not going to be easy to find which one's which. So anyway, that's fine for now. We're just doing training here. So this is the corporation, and we'll want to make sure that I'm going to do this on split screens. And I tried to highlight everything so that it's pretty simplistic. And so the first thing, so as you can see, the highlights are right here. And this was an old one that we used. Let's see if I can get this thing out here. This was an old one that we used. But like I said, it's just a carryover. Nothing changes. Old Chester LLC, change the dates. That's going to be August 3. Okay, now our footing has changed. And I think the easiest way to do this, there shouldn't be any typos. And I'm going to try to find I just updated this again. Do I find and replace? Where's that? So that goes into edit. Gotcha. Edit. Names. I found them. Would it be? Replace. Gotcha. Edit. And replace. So we're going to find that first, and then we're going to replace it with Old Chester Brook. See, please make sure you have the correct punctuation, and let's see if this works. So we're going to go ahead and replace all. We've made 5 corrections. If that is the case, you should see that all highlighted. All right. Old Chester Brook LLC. And then we're going to slide down to page down. And it did make a couple changes. So the next thing I want to do, this isn't going to work because I didn't hit it perfectly, but we can try. And what was this? Edit, find, change. I think we have small little typos here, so it's not perfect. 23. Replace all. Oops, I found one. That's not good. All right, so as you can see, those were both highlighted. And I made a big, not a big mistake, but I'm not going to start the whole video over. Please track changes because we need to make sure that everything is done correctly. Okay, so this should be changed back to white. No color, I mean. Okay, so that's right. Here's the next highlight. This did change over. Go ahead and no color it. Let's use that little tool. Then we're going to go to 6.1. Actually, you know what? We missed something up here. Sorry. This missed. So I'm going to change that out. This needs to be 2023. See the punctuation, just missed it. This, ironically, is actually the same company. It's Old Creek Homes and IM Properties. So if it was a different partnership, maybe we would have to change this to another LLC. But for the time being, this is an agreement that we previously had, and this is just going to be a replication of it, essentially. And then we're going to go to 6.1. Which again, this is going to repeat, but 6.1 is the manager. The manager is always going to be myself and somebody else. Could actually be multiple people, but for this case, Ian McVeigh is the same person. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else changes except for way at the bottom. All the way down here. Go ahead and manually change these. 8/14, 2023. IM Properties, that is the same person as I just stated. Ian is the same person, so that's fine. And the date, of course, changes to 8/14, 2023. So those are going to be the signature pages. So this is the agreement, signature pages follow. And then we both sign off, and then this is going to be the operating agreement, the company of myself. I sign here, and you will sign right there. And then the only other thing that you would change is right here. He is actually moved. So I'm going to go ahead and update that to 1492 Sandy Hook Road. Strasburg, Virginia 22657. Okay, and this is just showing an ownership page. In the case of us, you're probably wondering like why we break it up this way, but when we bring on an investor, we are the minority. The investor is the majority. So if anything were to happen and things go sideways, well, the majority owner, who's the investor, can make changes if you like. So far, that's never happened in the history of the company, so I don't expect it to ever happen. So that's pretty much it. Please remember to leave on track changes. I will double check this one more time, and then once this is finalized, then the operating agreement is done. And that is one of the final steps of setting up a corporation. Please let me know if you have any questions.